Hey, what's up, Visionaries? Welcome back to the Arc Vision Fam Jam. My name is Anton. Hopefully, all of you guys are having a fantastic day because we actually don't have a Patreon or supporter squad request today because this is brand new. It just came out. But I guess this is a shout out to James because he loves John Mayer. So anyway, first of all, I just want to say you guys rock. Thank you for all the love. Also, if you guys want to support the channel at the same time, request songs, choose every single song we do on the channel, except new songs like this, and request albums and get exclusive access to uncut full album reactions, not the edited versions that we put to the public on YouTube. But yeah, if you want all that kind of stuff, definitely join the supporter squad family over on the Patreon. And yeah, that's what funds the entire channel. So pretty much, yeah, YouTube doesn't really do anything. So this channel is 100% funded by you guys, everyone in the supporter squad. So thank you. And yeah, if you guys want to get a hold of me, lastly, on Discord, that's where myself and the entire Arc Vision community is. So yeah, that's it. Let's get into John Mayer, Last Train Home. This already has a super classic feel. I can't pinpoint it. I don't know, but just like those big chords. Is it the 70s or 80s? If it to me, I get those eras mixed up. 80s is like disco and glam rock and power ballads. Yeah, I think this is kind of like that weird crossover between the 70s and the 80s, but digging it so far. You guys, this is mostly a 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s channel, so everything but the 2010s and the 2020s. So anyway, let's get back into it. Pink guitar, MGK. Love the vibe.
If you wanna roll me, then you gotta roll me all night long.
80s. Reminds me like the leather jackets.
If you wanna use me, then you gotta use me till I'm gone.
Yo, Bongos too.
I'm not a fallen angel, I just fell behind. I'm out of luck and I'm out of time.
I love this. I love this.
If you don't wanna love me, let me go. I'm running for the last train. I'm running for the last train home.
I looked at the lyrics beforehand. That's why.
If you wanna know me, then you gotta know me through and through. If you're gonna hurt me, then you gotta hold me next to you.
I love the guitar.
No matter how you work it, things go wrong. I put my heart where it don't belong. So if you're coming with me, let me know. Maybe you're the last train. You're the last train home. I'm on the last train running. I'm on the last train running. And I surrender. And I surrender. I'm on the last train running. I'm on the last train running. And I surrender. And I surrender. I'm on the last train running. I'm on the last train running. And I surrender.
Wow. I love that. That was just, that felt really good. Just like a good vibe, a good song. I love John Mayer's voice. He had like a very, very sensitive kind of I don't know, nice, soft, smooth, real smooth. And I like the lyrics too. Just yeah, like I'm all in. If you're gonna use me, use me. I forgot what the line was, but it's like you're gonna use me through and through. And if I'm not all in, I'm running to the last train home. That's my interpretation, at least. It's kind of like, okay, like I want a full relationship or nothing at all. Like it's all or nothing. And yeah, I can relate. That's the way I look at things too. I don't want to say it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just what it is. I'm very much not like I'm extremely intense. Like definitely, like everyone who loves me and knows me, I'm very honest, forward, blunt. That's me, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't like holding back. I don't like playing games and stuff. And one thing I like about John Mayer is that he again, like we talked about in the last video, I believe, he has this like really, because I remember hearing about John Mayer and failed relationships and him being kind of an asshole and kind of, I forget exactly what it was. Like maybe he played with people's hearts and stuff. But it's interesting that he writes a song like this because it's just my idea of people. I think for the most part, all of us, we want the same things. We want love, happiness, peace. That's it. And fulfillment. A lot of us want fulfillment. And I don't know, I like John Mayer. I like his music, and I don't want to believe he's like a bad guy who screws around with people. And we all mess up. You know what I mean? Especially when we're hurt. A lot of time we're the worst when we're hurt, right? Because we get hurt, then we hold back our hearts, we build walls, and then we go in another relationship with the walls. We don't give, and then that's when we hurt other people. Like when we're hurt, like the classic idea: hurt people, right? And he gets hurt, he hurts somebody, and it's this chain reaction. It's like a virus. You know what I mean? It just kind of takes over everything in its path. And it seems, hopefully, that he's kind of realized that, yeah, he is really hurt. And he probably didn't know that. Because a lot of the time, I've seen interviews. I've been really hooked on this song called Young Blood by 5 Seconds of Summer. It's been kind of like, I've been listening to it nonstop since I found it about a week ago. And I saw it break down the lyrics. And it was really interesting because they're really young. And I remember one of them said, like, love sucks. And just don't get into it. You know what I mean? And he made the claim that he was naive and he gave all of himself, and it was naivety that gave all of himself, and that now he's learned and he's going to kind of not be like that anymore. And in some ways I see where he's going, but in another way I saw like, oh crap, you're about to go down you could go down the John Mayer route, or the route of all of these people that get their hearts broken because they're sensitive, and then just like they have maybe not a vendetta against the opposite sex or relationships, but they're just like, I'm not gonna get taken for granted again. I'm not gonna get taken advantage of again. And what they think that means is that I'm not gonna give all of myself ever again. And that's not what it means. Like if you read the signs, all it takes is just know the people you're dating, right? Like if you sense like this probably isn't a good relationship, don't be in it because it's just gonna hurt you. It's gonna create trauma that you're gonna spend freaking 10 years getting over. So just give all of your heart, give all of yourself, be vulnerable, be real. That's not naivety. But be careful who you're giving it to. Don't just give it away, Willie. Don't go to the club and pick up the first girl you see and then just give her your heart, you know what I mean? And you don't even know her, you just had sex and now you're all vulnerable. It's like, again, vulnerability is not the problem. It's choosing who to be vulnerable with, right? It's just, that maybe that's the naivety. It's just being vulnerable with too many people or not having the boundaries. And so that's what I'll say about this one is pick the right relationships that you can be a child in, that you can be vulnerable, that you can be naive, and in some weird sense we've I don't even know if naivety is the right word. Childlike, maybe that's better, because naivety makes it sound like it isn't. It can only be bad. But maybe just open-hearted, you know, because a lot of time we think of naivety as open-heartedness, and we think of open-heartedness as naivety. So be open-hearted, be vulnerable, you know, feel every emotion. Be willing to be hurt, but only let yourself be hurt by someone who is worth it, you know. And because you will get in fights with even your soulmate, you'll get in fights with your soulmate. But I think the thing about a soulmate and any of these things is that soulmate will apologize. That soulmate is in it for the relationship. The soulmate loves you. You know what I mean? You know, obviously we're humans. We press each other's buttons. We wake each other's traumas. We remind each other of times when we were hurt in high school, or rejected, or you know, we have these fears, right? So it's like a lot of time, like we're like, oh, if I just find my soulmate, I'm not gonna ever get in a fight again. Like, not even close. You will, because even if it's your soulmate, you're gonna be hurt. Like, if you think about the things that trigger you, a lot of time it's not even targeted. You know what I mean? It's like someone is out for too long and their phone died and they can't text you and say they're okay, and they're taking longer than usual. You get triggered because you have abandonment issues, or I don't want to say the issues, because that's just something negative. It's like, you know, you've been abandoned before. You know, that's a trauma, right? That you're you know, overcoming. And then so you get triggered. It's not like that person wanted to trigger. Like, that could be your soulmate, it could be the perfect person of your dreams, but still you get triggered. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, that's you, that's not them. And so if we're very clear on our traumas and what we have to deal with, we can, you know, be with a soulmate and it'll be a lot better. You know, you'll probably still getting, I don't know about fights, because a lot of time even your soulmate will be different than you, because again, you need polarization to attract, right? It's what I always talk about. Like, opposites attract. Introverts usually find extroverts. Analytical types usually find intuitive types. So there's always going to be the base difference of you, right? That base difference is going to create that magnetism, and it's also going to create problems. Like, not problems, it's going to create challenges. You're going to have to extend how you view the world. You're going to have to realize it's okay for people to not be you, that you're not, the world doesn't revolve around you. You're just another person in the world, and that you're completely valid too, but so are they, right? And once you at least accept each other's validity and stop trying to change each other, then you can allow the soulmate process to come through. You know what I mean? You can actually have that relationship that you've always been waiting for. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely, you know, give it a like. That'd be very helpful with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, what are your favorite John Mayer songs? What do you think of this one compared to his old stuff? You know, yeah, what do you think of his new stuff compared to his old stuff? Because we've heard "Waiting on the World to Change," and in this one, and I did another reaction last week, and it should be coming out this week, I think, or next week. But this and "Waiting on the World Change" are my favorites so far. Really, really love this one. So yeah, that's it. I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.